Hi, I'm back with another vlog, and today I am vlogging on Nelson Sullivan's friend, Dainty Adore O'Hara. So, Dainty Adore appears in a lot of Nelson Sullivan's videos uploaded by 5 9th Avenue Project, including Wigstock 86 Favorites, Dainty Adore O'Hara, returning to 5 9th Avenue, sad that Dainty Adore is leaving town, Dainty Adore frolics at Coney Island, Dainty Adore sings her way back to the Chelsea Hotel, and Dainty Adore with Bobby Bradley at Limelight. There are a lot more videos than that, but that's just a selection of some of the ones that Adore appears in. There is not a lot of print information about Adore or what happened to Adore after leaving New York, but there is 2 mentions of her that I can find online. The first one is a paper magazine article called The 12 Most Nightmarish Nightlife People in New York City History, which was written by Michael Musto. I have referenced this article a lot, because one of the other 12 most nightmarish people, as written by Musto, was Christina Superstar. But here's what he had to say about Dainty Adore O'Hara. Dainty Adore, the chubby little drag queen, actually had a proficient operatic voice, but she was so aggressive about trying to make a name for herself that I didn't always adore her. The second article that I found was uploaded to the Los Angeles Times website, and this same article is actually published on many different website pages, but it's called An Unlikely Diva Mixes Musical Genres and Genders. It was written by Laura Galloway, and the article is originally from May 28, 1995. The Viper Room at midnight seems an unlikely place to hear Verdi's Sempra Libera from opera La Traviata, sung by a bejeweled grande dame draped in green satin. Unless perhaps the diva is a 200-plus-pound man in drag, replete with satin cape and Hello Kitty purse, providing a brief but welcome pause from rock music so loud even some of the waitresses at the popular night spot wear earplugs while lugging beer. It's not the Met, but what's a falsetto singer who loves bel canto opera to do? Sing and sing anywhere he can get a venue, even if it does mean mixing musical genres and exposing himself to a bit of ridicule. That's exactly the fix that Dainty Adore O'Hara has been in for some time now. Adore, which has the distinction of being both his real name and his stage moniker, has been performing operatic standards as an opener for heavy metal and punk bands for the better part of a decade, drawing bravos from the occasional beer bottle from crowds more accustomed to lyrics from the Sex Pistols than from Strauss. His ultimate goal, to sing in musical films, if and when another one is ever made. And for a wannabe star like Adore, the struggle to find success is only made more tenuous by a painful, obvious lack of demand for his kind of talent. I am a fantasy artist. That's what carries me through, sighs the heavy-set man with wavy blonde hair. In his daily streetwear of shorts, t-shirt, and tennis shoes, he looks more like a construction worker than a carman. The 40-year-old Adore has become something of a fixture on the LA night scene, peddling flyers for his shows at art galleries and parties filled with artists, hoping someone, anyone, with some pull at the trendy gatherings will take notice and put him on the road to stardom. There is no one like Adore, said a patron at an art gallery opening who had just been adored with a postcard-size announcement of his Memorial Day weekend performance. On the program, selections from Porgy and Bess. In the beginning, opera was the furthest thing from Adore's mind. The son of a crane operator and a Safeway cashier in San Francisco, he grew up performing in local shows and eventually studied acting in college and in summer stock. After moving to New York, Adore landed a job in a traveling production of Fiddler on the Roof. But after living and working with the same people across the country, he decided to go solo. Armed with his love of opera and the drama surrounding it, Adore purchased some opera anthologies and studied vocal powerhouses like Dames Nellie Melba and John Sutherland. After he had performed some standards around New York City bar and cabaret, audiences seemed receptive, so much so that some folks even started giving him ball gowns to wear. However, for a male who sings female parts, the chance to perform in legitimate mainstream opera did not exist. Adore continued to sing wherever he could get a gig that put some money in his pocket and hairspray in his purse. Surprisingly, it was an opening act for punk and heavy metal bands. A male cross-dressing opera lover who performs in punk rock venues was born. He got his start in New York, but California was home, and Los Angeles, the capital of cool, seems the right place to be, at least for the moment, Adore says, pointing out some of the benefits: warm weather, and his room and kitchenette in a residential hotel near Melrose, partly funded by a small inheritance. Although his initial performances were sometimes less than well received, at times Los Angeles audiences threw a variety of produce. At least it was an audience. Going out and singing Puccini and Verdi in the middle of punk and new wave shows, it thrilled me somehow, said Adore, well aware that his appeal lies in the fact that he's often hired to open for bands as stooge, a warm-up act that makes the main event look even better. But there are small perks to being a crossover. I love rock and roll, and there's not much partying when you go to an opera, he notes. If the recent performance at infamous Viper Room is any indication, appreciation of classical opera within the world of hip clubgoers may not be an impossible dream. Anything that is genuine and inspired touches people, whether it be in opera or trailer park music, as long as it's genuine. Dainty is genuine, says Sal Genko, general manager of the Viper Room. When Adore stepped on stage for his performance at the noisy club, the crowd fell silent. The music began, and so did Adore, belting out a soulful rendition while Genko stood at the side of the stage, waving a cigarette lighter. As the music became faster, one audience member clapped, and the applause infectiously climaxed into whoops and hollers of approval throughout the venue. As he sang, a hip-looking woman replete with feather boa and pierced body parts entered the bar. Surprised and seemingly confused by the music, "Oh my god, is this opera? This is opera. Wow, I like this." So that's pretty much all I could find on Dainty Adore O'Hara. I've heard from people who said that O'Hara moved to Los Angeles due to all of the violence that was going on in New York, and also because he went back for his mother's funeral. And some people have told me that Adore has passed away sometime either in the late 90s or early 2000s, but I cannot verify any of these claims with anything that I can find on the internet or online. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. If you guys know anything else about Adore O'Hara, let me know in the comments section below. You can feel free to check out some of my other Nelson Sullivan Friends videos, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so by clicking the kitty, and I will see you guys again for my next upload.